Hello, everyone. First of all, happy Halloween to everybody. It's Halloween weekend. The spooky time is here. It's upon us. And if you celebrate, I want to wish you the very best and very safest Halloween you can possibly have. I'm excited. And before we get into today's book, I want to remind you that my book of short horror stories called The Things That Happen at Night is available at the link in the description for only $3. And also, I have some free short horror stories over on Wattpad. There's a link down below if you want to go. You can read all 3 of them for free. Working on the 4th one right now. And that one should be up within a week or so. I also have a newsletter I send out 2 or 3 times a month. So if you want to join that, I'll let you know about any giveaways and free books I can find. And information about what's happening in the world of horror books. My social media is down there. Be sure to join me on all the familiar platforms. All right. Happy Halloween again, and let's get on with the video. All right. So the book we're going to be talking about today is a fairly new release, and it's called The Curse of the Reaper by McAuley. This is a great book to put out right before Halloween. It's not set in Halloween, and it's not Halloween or pumpkin related or anything like that. But it's just a good scary slasher type book that has a lot more going on than just that, as I'll explain here in a minute. This concerns two main characters. First one is a man named Howard. He's an older actor. He's in the beginning stages of dementia or Alzheimer's, and he's just at that age where his career is starting to wind down. He's mainly relegated to conventions where fans can come and for $20 get a picture taken and things like that. But the horror fans love him because for 8 films he played a slasher type character called the Reaper, and he brought that character to life. He made it his own. He made it unique from his perspective, and the fans loved it. Covered the course of 8 movies with him playing this iconic horror character, and like I said, now that's been over for years, but he's kind of living on that fame that he received for that. But his career is basically wound down. But this also concerns a young man named Trevor, 26 years old. Trevor used to be a child actor. He was in a sitcom when he was a little boy. But lately, he's more infamous than famous. His drug and alcohol-fueled escapades have been all anybody wants to talk about, and his stints in and out of rehab trying to get clean without ever succeeding is on everybody's lips. And he's just trying to get a fresh start. He wants to get clean, but he also wants a fresh start in his career. He doesn't want to always be known as that child actor from that sitcom from that long ago. So when the studio decides to remake the original Reaper film, they offer it to Trevor. Because, hey, even though it's bad publicity, you know, the Hollywood saying there is no such thing as bad publicity. And he's still in the forefront of everybody's mind. He's the new, fresh guy. And this could be the beginning of a whole new career for him, you know, starting his reinvention, I guess you can say. However, this news does not sit well with Howard, because Howard believes he can still portray the Reaper. He might not have the same energy as he did when he was younger, but that character was his. He brought it to life, and he is less than happy that it was offered to this kid who only seems to be a troublemaker and wouldn't take that part as seriously as Howard knows it needs to be in order to make it effective. And then Howard starts hearing voices and having nightmares and seeing things. not being in control of himself in some situations, leading to some increasing violent actions on his part. And what he hears and what he sees is his character, that character of the Reaper, as if it's jumped off the screen and come to life. Something that is attached to him as much as he is attached to it from all those years of being this character. And of course, it's going to get very bloody. Because we are talking about a slasher here. And one thing I really like about this book is that it's really more of a character study with Trevor and Howard. But there are enough really creepy, scary sections in this book, and also enough really bloody sections in this book. So it's good for fans of any of those genres. You like more character-driven horror? This is a great book for that. You like more bloody horror? This is a good book for that. You know, because the two will meet, and you're going to have to read to find out how all this plays out. But trust me, there's always this doubt in our minds on whether Howard's dementia, his Alzheimer's, is becoming worse, and with the news that he's being kicked out of this role, maybe he's just starting to go a little crazy. So for most of the book, we never know if it's his mental condition causing this, or if something more terrifying and supernatural is at play. We will find out eventually, and I'll let you find out for yourself, because it's a very explosive ending that, will just leave you wanting more, let me put it that way. But this is a really excellent book, and it really also deals with this idea of fandom in the horror community. How much they love Howard because he gave voice and he gave life to one of their favorite movie franchises, but also how willing they are to just dump him and forget about him when the next new thing comes along, because, you know, maybe they don't really love Howard so much, but they love the character he played. And as long as that character is in motion, they will just go to whoever happens to be playing it. And it really goes into this fan, this horror fan, almost cult-like following with some of these films that we even see nowadays, and kind of picks that apart a little bit by giving us the perspective of both the new guy and the old guy, and inside the minds and thinkings of some of the fans themselves. And he does a really, really good job at dissecting this whole dichotomy, this whole thing that's going on, you know, between everybody. And I really, really love that. This is just an excellent book to read, especially for Halloween. Like I said, it's not Halloween related, but, you know, for Halloween, we like to watch the old slasher films. And here's a book about a slasher film. And things will get slashery, of course. But it's an excellent book. I absolutely highly recommend it. And you should pick up your copy today. And you can do so at the link in the description, right through Amazon there. Also, check out all my links. Like I said, I got copies of my books that are down below. I got my newsletter. I got my social media. All that good stuff. Check it all out. And as always, I want to say thank you for taking some of your time, spending it here with me. I really appreciate you guys watching. And until we meet again, keep reading spooky, my friends.